In this video, we're going to talk about the Endeavor KTV, which is like the big brother to the Vice and the Color series. It's got that hybrid camber to it, so it's camber into rocker. It's got the channel. It's stiff. It's lightweight. It's a board for charging hard while having minimal weight under your foot. Just one of those boards that you can rip off of a cliff, lay a trench on a groomer, hit the big line in the park, hit a down rail after you hit the big jump line in the park, and keep going. Hey Chip, what does KTV mean?
What does KTV mean? Korean television? The world will never know.
Chip, are you stoned again? Have you been watching Trailer Park Boys? This board features Endeavor's multi-camber, which is a camber profile that's a little misleading. When you think of multi-camber, you think of two camber points, not traditional camber into rocker in the tips, which is more of a cam rocker, which is what this board has. So when you load the traditional camber, it engages the rocker, which gives it a little more loose, surfy feel out in the tips, but still has that snap and pop of traditional camber underfoot. This board is available in both regular and wide sizes.
This board is on the stiffer side of the middle of the road all mountain spectrum. You're gonna notice that there's just a tiny little area with flex in the tips, and then it stiffens up through there. The torsional give is there, but only when you're aggressively driving this board. Overall, this board is super stable. And I mean super stable. You're not going to notice chatter. It absorbs rutted out terrain with ease. It plows through chunder. It doesn't buckle. It's a board that's very stable. It's still lively, but it's damp where it counts. It's one of those boards that doesn't cause unneeded leg fatigue by just micro chatter resonating up underfoot. This is one of those boards that can handle small jumps and manhandle large jumps. It's got you covered for everything in between. And if you're looking to snap with this board and ollie and just pop around when you're on the mountain, go for it. There's two ways you can do it. You can load this board up and initiate it traditionally, or you can be a little more laid back and skate style with it and pop it at the last minute. Both work with this board. You do get a little bit more snap when you load it up, obviously, but overall, it's a board that really lets you choose how you want to engage it. While this board does have rocker in it, which creates a nice little platform for locking into presses and jibs, this is a board that is on the stiffer side. It's going to make you work for it. You're going to want to leverage yourself out over the tips just to engage those presses. It's not a board for someone that's a lazy jibber or someone that really can't butter. You're going to be pushing this board a little bit further than you can think just to engage it the way you want. High speed is always going to be a factor in this board, and the faster you're going, the easier it is to engage it how you want. This is another one of those boards you can set it and forget it when you're carving. This board gets on edge and it drives through anything in its path. You want to lay a trench, go for it. You want to be a little more mellow and just cruise from side to side in the trails, go with it. You want to get deep and hard, you're going to have to push this board to its limits, really center flex it, really steer it, use all your weight and all your muscle to get that, but you can. Short, tight, quick setup turns aren't a problem. You want to skid some turns, go for it. This is a board, as I've already said, that you can set it and forget it with. Is this a quiver of one deck? Yes, for the right guy though. This is for someone that rides aggressively and wants a camber rocker hybrid, someone that's all mountain freestyle in the truest sense. They're going to be spinning threes off cliffs. They're going to be lapping the park with the boys. They're going to be ripping groomers. It's one of those boards that, while it is stiffer and you do have to work for it, it's still a solid board that gives you ample pop, ample snap. It has drive. It's damp yet lively.
I don't know what KTV stands for, but it could be Killer Tyrannosaurus Vehicles. Here's what other boards stack up to the KTV. The Capita DOA, the Libtech Hot Knife, the GNU Rider's Choice, the Burton Trick Pony, the Arbor Clovis.
Alright, so now you've decided what snowboard you're going to get, and you're going to decide where you're going to buy it. If you're shopping local, awesome. Slap your local shop guys a high five and tell them they're killing it. But for those of you that are buying online, why don't you shop from one of the links we have down below? That way you support us and you get a deal on your snowboard.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That way you can see all the relevant or irrelevant snowboarding content that we're putting out for you guys. So smash that bell down below. That way you're getting a notification. And I'll see you guys in another video.